You know, as of late, I've been breaking ground on some good tactical flashlight reviews. In this video, we're going to be looking at another one from WUBEN. We're going to be looking at the T1. It's bad to the bone. Stick around. The last flashlight that I reviewed from this company was their X1. You want to talk about turning night into day? Well, that's what that flashlight did. That flashlight was so bright, I had people in the neighborhood calling and complaining because it got so bright outside in the neighborhood that they thought that they had overslept and was going to be late for work. All the nocturnal creatures out here went back into hiding. I came out here at night and turned that flashlight on. Next thing you know, I had kids getting up, getting ready for school. All kinds of things went wrong. The thing is, it's really bright. All right, enough of all that clowning around. The T1 we're going to be looking at today is also very, very, very bright. It's not as bright as the X1, but it doesn't cost as much as the X1. And you may actually prefer the design of this because they're quite different. The X1 was more of a square shaped. This is more of a traditional looking flashlight. This is your packaging for the T1 here from WUBEN. I got to talking about this flashlight a little while ago. My wife thought I was asking her to make a sandwich. I said, honey, I didn't say Reuben, I said WUBEN. I don't have a speech impediment. And this thing right now has got 2,000 lumens on it. So it's pretty sweet. Let's get it out of the box. You get this opened up, you're gonna have your flashlight. That's pretty nifty looking. That's very tactical for sure. And you get this lanyard and you get your instructions. This thing will throw a beam up to 1,634 feet when it gets on its highest setting. So, you know, you can light up the night with this thing real good. Now this comes with a tactical mode and an outdoor mode, and here's how it works. Your tactical mode's got a high, low, a strobe, and an SOS. Your outdoor's got a high, medium, low, an eco, an SOS, and a strobe. You use a C adapter to charge this, and you have to unscrew this middle section here to get down to it. There's your port for you to get in. Now it says this will give you 100 hours of use if fully charged, but I will tell you that's going to depend on how much you're using the high settings. You start getting into that high beam, you're going to wear the battery out really quick, but standard lights will last a long time. Solid materials here, made from aviation aluminum, and it's pretty durable. It says you can drop this thing up to 10 feet, you should be fine, and it can also take a temporary submerge underwater. You're not going to want to leave it under there, but it's built to handle a little bit of that. And it does come with a 1-year warranty. So if you ever wanted to access the actual battery of this flashlight, you just unscrew right in this area here. But let's look at these buttons here. You know, you've got the ability to push this up, down, or straight on. If I push it straight on, it just comes on like this. Now, if I notch it up, it increases. This flashlight can be in an off position, but if I just push this button up and hold it, this is what happens. And it's the same thing if I push it down. Adjusting between your strobes and your signals is going to come from double clicking and triple clicking. It's really easy to use, and once you have it in your hand and you're able to click on these buttons, you'll figure out real quick what this thing can do and how to do it. And it comes with this latch. You latch it onto your belt or your side this way. So I think that's a nice feature. All right, it's time to let it get dark so you can see what this can really do. So it's pitch black. I'm getting ready to go into my filming area. So I'm just going to click the very bottom of this flashlight. All right, there's one. That's just kind of a standard beam. Let's notch this thing up a little bit. Okay, that's the next click. So as you can see, that's significantly more. Let's walk up in here. That's a nice little beam of light right there in a concentrated area. All right, that's the third click. What do you think about that? Very nice. Very, very nice. That is your fourth click. This thing is starting to turn night into day real quick. Now I've got this turned off again, and I'm just going to turn it back on. You know, that right there is what you're going to get with a standard flashlight. You know, if you want to be able to compare this to something, you go to Walmart or whatever and just get a standard flashlight for a few bucks. You'll come up with something like this. But, you know, when we notch this thing up here on the second setting, we see a vast difference. Again, we go up another notch, massive difference. You can see way ahead, and we can get even brighter. Look at that. That is phenomenal. I've got it on the regular setting here. I'm just going to tap it up a couple of times. Okay, we got us a blinking light. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of a slower blink. That's a fourth blink. That's a little faster. So you're sending some signals here. So yeah, when I just hold the button down, when I push it down, I get this strobe. So let's just say you're just walking along, you just need some light for your immediate path, and then you hear that sound and you're like, oh crap, what is that? You need a little bit more, you're not getting what you need. Oh crap, what is that? I need more light, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, I have it. So I love those 4 settings. That's a lot of freedom to work with. Now, you leave it like this, you're gonna run the battery down. It's not gonna last as long if you just wanna blast out full daylight the whole time, but it's really cool. You can go back to your regular setting and just light your path if you need to. Or if you're at home reading a book or something, and you just wanna do something around the house and you don't wanna blind everybody, but you know, out here in the woods, this is a little bit light for me. I'm not comfortable with this. I need at least this for my regular hiking, just walking through. But if I get alarmed and I need more, I can switch around. And if I need a lot of light for a moment, I can do it. Look how far I can see. I can see all the way across this pipeline area, all the way down into those woods. So, man, you've got some versatility with this flashlight, and it's all controlled by the thumb. In all of my flashlight videos, I like to talk about the effectiveness of a flashlight for self-defense as well. And this is the lowest setting, and I still couldn't look straight into this. This would be blinding. You can only imagine what the higher settings would do. This is your low setting right here, but you could only imagine even what that setting would be like. That's like double the power. That's like triple. That's like quadruple. Can you imagine getting that in the face? All right, let's head on out of here. I've got this on the second setting right here, so it's really lighting up the trail. Let's take one more look across the camp. 3, 4. Amazing. Again, you can walk with the flashlight in your hand, and even if it's not turned on, you can just click down on the button and it'll start doing that. That's kind of like an emergency thing. You want a flash like an emergency light, just in a given situation, just pull down. You don't even have the flashlight on. That is so cool. The WUBEN T1, ladies and gentlemen, a slick, versatile, handy, tactical flashlight. If you feel that there was something that I missed, feel free to drop a comment, but do know you get really good instructions with this. They have instructions in just about every language. This one doesn't get as bright as the X1, but you might not need that many lumens. I want to say it was like 12,000 lumens that the X1 could put out. This can put out 2,000. And it is significantly more affordable than the X1. They're a completely different design and a completely different model. You just have to look at the specs and determine which one best suits your needs. Do you have any of the WUBEN flashlights? If so, I'd love to hear your story, and I would love to hear about your experience. If not the WUBEN, what tactical flashlight do you like the best? Thanks for watching. Take care.